HolyWireMod here in this tutorial 3C in the How to Build series. I'm going to be continuing console screens and going in the touch screen and 3 different button types. So let's go put a console screen right here, and then we're going to put a graphics tablet exactly in the center. I'm going to go to the color tool and make that graphics tablet invisible. Then we're going to go to Expression 2 chip, and I have a preset code right here. From last tutorial, you remember that we had the reset function where whenever rclick is equal to 1, which is the initial condition, it's going to trigger this reset when the code is initialized and the screen's going to reset, which is very useful. So we're going to have option equal 1. That's going to be one of our button types, is option, which is set as an initial condition. Then we're going to have a toggle button and a push button as well. For the graphics tablet, we're going to need an X, Y, and use inputs. Alright, so let's go wire that up real quick. So we're going to go to wire link, and that's going to be for the console screen. So we're going to console screen, which is underneath the graphics tablet. You got to look carefully there. It's kind of tricky to get it first. We're going to use the reset from the console screen to expression 2 chip, blah. And then we're going to use XX, then Y to Y, and use to use. And that's all going to be to the graphics tablet. So let us get a quick little title. We're going to do write string, some title. And notice it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 characters long. So in order to center it, we have 30 total X characters, if you recall me talking in the first console screen video. So 30 minus 10, which is our length, is 20. 20 divided by 10 is 10, and that's going to center some title. We can have it at y equals 0, color is going to be 999, and the background color is going to be 333. Actually, that's going to be 0, and it's going to be flashing background color. Alright, so that's what it looks like. Pretty fun, huh? Yep, pretty fun. Actually, we just put that to 1. What am I doing? Alright, so let us then write the button. So we're going to do write string. And we're going to put button, which is going to go to 6 characters. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good at counting, you passed. Alright, good job, guys. Now, we're going to set it up at a Y position of 2, text color of white, and then we're going to have 333, which is going to be a dark gray. So our button is going to be here, and let's grab a debugger. So note that there are 30 X characters, right? So from X equals 0 to X equals 29. So we're going to say this button's location on the graphics tablet is from 0 divided by 30 to 6 divided by 30. 30 indicating the total characters in the X direction. And in the Y direction, it's going to be 0, 1, 2 divided by 30 to 2 divided by 18 to 3 divided by 18, because there's 18 Y characters going down. Alright, and notice it doesn't start exactly at 0. In fact, there's an X offset, which is going to be about 0.015, if you can tell, in the debugger in the top left corner. And the Y offset, we're going to just say it's about some value around 0.18 or something like that. Alright, good. So just to make sense of all that information crammed down your head, let's say if X is equal to 0 divided by 30, you remember that's the left-hand side of the button, plus, we're going to say 15 divided by 1000, and if X is less than 6 divided by 30, plus that same offset 15 divided by 1000, which is 0.015, now we have the X range of the button from this to this is highlighted or selected on the graphics tablet. Now if we have a Y and it's greater than 2 divided by 18 plus that offset of 18, or 0.018 more specifically, and we have a Y less than 3 divided by 18 plus 18 divided by 1000, now we have the entire button range set up, so we can set up a highlight feature right here. When our mouse is over the button, which is pretty much what this if statement is saying, then make button a color, or background color, of 339 instead of 333, which is going to be a slight blue. Alright, I don't know why I put those brackets there. Alright, so let's go check it out. So whenever our mouse is on the button, it highlights. Awesome. Now let's set up an action when we press the use button. So this statement is saying when the button is highlighted and we press the use key, then we want to, again, make an animation of the button being pressed down. So I'm going to say write string, and I'm going to say button 02999, and it's going to be 9, which is going to be the same thing as saying 0 red, 0 green, but 9 blue, which is going to give us dark blue. Alright? And then I'm going to print some action, or this print command is going to be the action, and it's going to be ping in chat. Alright? So when I press that button, it'll say ping in chat. Ping. Fantastic. Now, actually note though, when I hold the button down and move it from left to right, it spams ping in chat. And that's a very good thing to note, which you can take care of. I'll get into that maybe later. But right now, let's go over the basics, and I want to show you the next button type. So that's how you get your basic press button. Right here, we're going to have a toggle button. Alright, so, and that's going to toggle between on and off. So when it's on, it's going to be a dark blue like this. I want it to be a value 9, so I'm going to have to subtract 324 times toggle. So when toggle is 1, this is going to be 9. When toggle is 0, this is going to be 333. Alright? Good. Now let's set it up in the graphics tablet. So notice I have the same X range as I have button here because they're of same length. So I don't have to make a new if statement for that. I can just use the same if statement right here. So I put Elseif, and then just to save some time, we're going to copy and paste this. So Elseif, and we're going to change our Y. Instead of from 2 to 3, it's going to be from 4 to 5. And we're going to have 4 right here, 4, and toggle, toggle, and our action is going to be different. It's going to be toggle equals not toggle. Alright? So that should be everything. And now we have a working toggle button. So I press it, and now it's on. I press it again, now it's off. Awesome. Alright, so let us get our third button type, which is going to be the option button type, and we're going to have 3 different options. So we're going to set this to 6 right here, and we're going to copy and paste that. Alright, so we're going to have 8, 10, 12, and 1, 2, 3. Alright, and again we're going to have to do some indication for option 1, 2, and 3 that whatever option is being selected is actually being selected. So we're going to set that to a color blue, and the formula we're going to use instead of toggle here is going to be the same formula I used in the first console screen video, which is tutorial 3A, and that was 1 divided by option minus floor of option divided by 1. Alright, and we're going to do that right here, and this formula is explained in detail in the first video in the console screens, so just so I don't have to take time explaining it again. But alright, so this is what we have right here. So notice that it does not have, or these buttons do not have the same X range as the button and toggle buttons do right here. So we're going to have to make another, or a unique if statement. And instead of going by if they're in this column, I'm going to say if they're in this row. So we're going to use the Y variant of the if statement right here. So we're going to say if Y is greater than 6 divided by 18 plus that offset of 18 divided by 1,000, and if Y is less than 7 divided by 18 plus that offset of 18 divided by 1,000. Alright, and now we're just going to take this and change it to an X variant. So we're going to have X. The X's have 30 characters that go down. There's 15 offset instead of an 18 offset. Other than that, we have 1, and we're going to change our action, which is going to be option is equal to 1. Now we just need to set this up right here. Notice the option has these X and Y coordinates of 8 and 6, so we're going to set to 8, 6, and 8, and 6. So that's going to set up our first option right here. Except for this, we need 8 and 9. So, and also X. Alright, so this is going to be the code which selects option 1. So if we want it to do for option 2 and option 3, it's really not that much different. We will put 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, alright? And then we're going to go when x is from 10 to 11, and when x is from 12 to 13, and then we're going to have, instead of this 8 here, we're going to have a 10, and then 10, and then we're going to have 12 and 12. And that should set up all 3 buttons. So let's go check that out. Let's go here, 1, 2, now it selects option number 2, and 3. It selects option number 3, toggle works, button pings, and that's going to conclude the tutorial. And the next tutorial I'm going to be going into loading bar. And until then, I'll see you next time.